It could play likely over towards me.
And I like this because if you think the defensive team is playing Stingers, you're going to be able to take these long-range battles from long B to kind of counteract that. It's just making sure you don't get caught by someone playing a corner, by pillar or something along those lines, or maybe in the back halls. But they're doing a good job using their utility to clear their way forward. Really, it's now only back halls that can become a problem, as dapr does still maintain that position.
Yeah, this time it's Breakthrough not opting to play in towards halls into the double trap wires, or so you would have thought. dapr collects a free kill. Oxy should be able to get a trade here into Brock, but it comes at a steep cost. Then how about the help from Thief to the initial engagement? So Brock on 6 HP is a bit trapped inside of halls. Proto still playing over towards the pillars, and oh, the timing here, exquisite from Brock on 3.
What a hero.
Shazam off the reload. It's Brock who does it all himself.
On that take, gets the first frag, and makes you wonder if maybe, just maybe, G2 are going to pull one through off the Stingers, but Brock battles back and giving themselves good opportunities for spike plants, which is what's going to happen here again, it seems. Prowler leading the way, Penny caught. Sim even pressuring Heaven as the spike comes into side. Aftershock will help him further push into defensive spawn. Does have low HP, though. Has to be careful.
This is just him.
Oxy has no idea.
Not a clue. Oh, now he will. Oh, good response. Missed chance from Sim, but yeah, I'm fine with that. 20 HP. Just try to take another one off guard. But now all of a sudden we get to a 4v4 G2 looking to hit the Nightfall and Cosmic Divide together. This is a lot of information towards halls. They're ult that to confirm everything, as Proto was only able to take down one in response. Lots of pressure on the Breakthrough to try to stay in front of this Cosmic Divide, and they are. Kills coming through, just kind of working around the Nebula as Thief. One more close. Whippy, he gets the double, down to a 1v1. It's a classic against Proto. The right click's not gonna land, and Proto clutches up for Breakthrough.
I mean, Nightfall, Neural Theft, Cosmic Divide. Thief just plays off of it around his own Nebula there, and that's how afraid they are.
Oh yeah.
Of this. They're even committing a star early to Art as well. So like, Breakthrough have definitely done their job of like really keeping G2 on their toes on where they might strike from early. But once again, it's going to be a heavy P hit with this Rolling Thunder on Link.
Breakthrough know that they've got him trapped. I mean, the Rolling Thunder is used solely over towards B Link. They weren't even worried about any Hall's positions whatsoever. So that's just dominating control. Free sight now taken as the plant comes through. And G2 have to figure out, how do you break back into this? You've got nothing, really.
Yeah, just gotta rely on base utility and fragging, and they don't have anyone on the flank option. It's all coming through Link and topside.
Yeah. Paint shells out through halls. Oh, what a shot from Oxy. Now he's got the knives, trying to go high. Oxy for the double, dashing on forward. Nearly connects onto Brock, but the right click goes a bit astray. Shorty deals damage, but not enough. Penny has to try to follow up. And it's just now down to Thief as G2 win out the outslay on the retake. Thief, marked. Diffuse, on the way. Get down, Mr. President. Does he get the kill in time? No, it gets to halfway. It would have been close.
Nice try, though, man. Greed had the long B take, had the beautiful Rolling Thunder through B Link, but then Oxy finds his man with the op, allows him to get out the Blade Storm and just make magic happen. Winds up with 2.
Trying to hit a bit of a flank. Cybercage will give this away, but dapr still connects on the shot. So now mid-map won by G2 as Shazam gets the plant off. And Breakthrough have to decide, what do we do here? Try to retake. Do you just full flood in from the front and hope you don't get flanked? Or isolate a little bit. It's taking time. Fault line's out though. Sim on the way in. Everyone's still concussed, but the trade is out for Shazam. Swaps up and back to the Ghost. Second challenger. But just pick your poison, it feels like, as Breakthrough will work their way in from the front. Aftershock clears off podium. Flya toggles for the spike defuse. A long-range ghost shot's may determine the outcome of this pistol. Will expire. dapr trying to step a little bit further forward. Whippy working with him. Flya's only got 1 bullet worth of health remaining because he continues to toggle it. Shots, though, are not landing. Now Flya has to hold. Whippy's kept at bay. Flya still sticking, but the kill comes through. And that will be the game-winning, or at least the round-winning play. Quick hit from G2 over towards Zay. It's going to be on the defensive. Thief trying to respond to this, and he's already threatened back over towards Secret. On the hunt is the rest of G2. Penny, Oxy trying to push forward. Lots of utility trying to block their line of sight, but G2 have gained the majority of the site unless they can't find Brock, who kind of snuck back in through Link. Kills come out. Whippy now for the plant.
A weapon picked up as well in Flowers here. That's an important upgrade for Oxy, but he actually goes down. dapr, though, able to come through with the Bulldog from long, and now it's all on Sim with low HP, and they have such good positions on him.
Over the top, though, gets the first long-range shots. Would have to come through into dapr. Cloud bursts through, but dapr takes the angle. A lot of utility spent now from Breakthrough, feeling the pressure through Link. Thief steps into the Nebula. Over the top goes Oxy. And Thief still completely concealed away from the play, at least until Penny sniffs it out. Flya on the response, but only gets one. Penny wants more than this. Sees Brock down low, but also has a chance to clear off hallways. Proto gets one before falling. That's actually a key elimination, especially as Sim up top is now a part of the picture. Blades earned off that elimination. Needs to pop off. Gets the first. One more. The little dash, but dapr shuts him midair.
And Lone, they had the firepower superiority. They were getting the good end of these initial exchanges, but Sim found a way to break through and put this into a 1v1, but he tried to recheck the angle after the aftershock. He's just getting pressed more and more backwards. He's holding his ground, though, and finding both frags and the spike. Somehow, some way, Flya still stands, and that's a hat trick now.
I mean, color me surprised. You thought that you had to kind of respect the distance gained by Flya. The utility just kind of completely overwhelmed G2 in the chase, not twice, but 3 total times. So now dapr kind of lurking around through mid, the last hope. Lots of time to work with, to be fair, but no spike in a 1v5. It just goes back to the decision to chase. It's a confusing one.
Surprising it didn't work, at least. I mean, I figured maybe you lose 1 or 2 players there chasing Flya, but for Flya to get all of them is spectacular.
dapr
No.
for the 1v1! Nearly gets the 1v5 clutch!
Definitely a little bit more taxing than it probably should have been after Flya put this much work in. We were just talking about how Flya had been a bit quiet in the first half of this game compared to the rest of the series, and
he could isolate real easily, but it's gonna instead just back away. Oxy first blood on the way in. Sim had to back off. You still have, he just got a classic, so you don't expect too much to happen with him. The rest of the defenders have breakthrough on their way over, and you're kind of just looking at Thief and Proto, the 2 with weapons, to see if they can make anything happen, although as they lose 1, now it's just down to who can actually follow up, and do they need it, because Proto has been so good. Neural that's now earned, and G2 are pushed away from the site.
yeah, that kind of kills dapr's flank through B-Link as well. It's going to be red at this point, but still going to be really tough to get this diffuse down. It's a pretty exposed area here, and G2 has pretty good positioning here at back B ramp, and there's low health players everywhere for breakthrough.
Showstopper deep? Oh my goodness, that's going to land at a Proto. Paint Shells is trying to push Thief away, as dapr will reveal just a little bit enough. And yeah, this is one of those situations that it's never fun to pull up the Showstopper, but it does win you the round if you're G2. Is still chugging forward towards B. Offensive and defensive stars are being placed. Proto hoping for some spam downs, but not Nightfall quickly afterwards, and they will isolate through B-Link. My goodness, what a route. And keep your eye on that water side through mid. You've got full map control here for G2. They don't have to force a plant yet. You can just wait for this long flank to come through, although Breakthrough may not let them. Goodness, the utility just does not stop coming. The long flank is still on the way.
Whippy. Yeah, I was about to say, Whippy's been doing this. He's been marinating this flank for a hot second, and he gets his frag. Nevada available for retake if need be, or to maybe even slow down the attack itself if he spots anything.
Yeah, it may have to be for retake here. Although Breakthrough are stepping forward a little bit to try to deal with this, and Thief with the first blood, that's going to cause the rotation to come through. All of a sudden, that Cosmic Divide may seem a little bit more likely. 5v4 situation. G2 still not feeling comfortable enough to plant yet. Penny's the one holding on to the spike, and they're going to try to meet any play over through Art. Sim's around the corner, predicted completely. Now G2 on a re-rep back to B.
That was brilliant. Just gathering together, knowing that they're in a tough spot in a 4v5. They just gather up with 3. They attack Art, and like you said, now that doubt is in the back of Breakthrough's head. Maybe they rotated. Maybe they're in the middle. It slows everything down and allows to spike the plant more safely on the side itself. And dapr with huge coverage there on Flya.
More to come, too. All 3 kills in the round go to dapr. Now the tags come out. Does he get the ace in the final? No, Shazini will finish it off. G2 after the long tech pause. Do not make us wait long to determine a series winner. G2 in 2 straight maps.
We want to get it crunk in the club, crunk in the club, with a crunk in the club, crunk in the club, crunk in the club, crunk in the club, with a get it crunk with a couple hundred.